Can somebody please tell Colin Kaepernick that his career as an NFL player is over?
I can't say anymore. I'm probably already in trouble for mentioning it to well, we call you normies.
Well, Colin Kaepernick has come up in the media yet again, ladies and gentlemen. Now, there's a few articles that I'm going to reference here, including the one you see in front of you. There's a few articles I'm going to reference because there are stages to this story that some of you might not have seen in the last few days, all right? And this whole thing started with a video from Sky News where he was at the Olympics running a marathon, if I'm not mistaken, and Sky News caught up with Colin Kaepernick. And during their conversation, they asked him if he was going to try to get back in the NFL, like everybody does when they interview Colin Kaepernick, right? And that will lead to other facts being revealed about Colin Kaepernick from, the offseason that we didn't know about, which is another reason why people call BS on Colin Kaepernick's campaign to get back in the NFL, because a lot of people always feel like it's disingenuous or it's not, it's not genuine. Now, he's doing it for a certain reason, he got a certain angle to it, if you will, right? Like, he doesn't just want to be back in the NFL to play football. He really wants to get back in it so he can continue to promote his activism, if you will. Okay, so let's start here with Sky Sports. All right, I'm not going to read the article, but there is a video that I want to reference that I saw on X, and I went and found the article that it originated from. It says 8 years on, Colin Kaepernick waits for NFL quote, NFL call quote, I could help win a championship.
Bitch, ain't no way, ain't no fucking way.
Stop it. Get some help.
Again, I'm not going to read the article, but I want to reference this video in question that a lot of you probably saw on X or other platforms, where this woman asks him about his return or possible return to the NFL. Okay, I'm going to put a fair use banner in front of it before I play it, because I don't know if this is on YouTube or any other platform. So before I play the video and give a quick reaction in between pausing, fair use.
Olympic spirit has got to you as well. Obviously, the next Olympics is in LA. Will we see you play flag football in 2028?
Yeah, hopefully we'll be out there. We're to work on some things, see if we can make it in there, but would love to be out there.
And will we see you play NFL again?
We're still training, still pushing. So hopefully we just gotta get one of these team owners to open up.
Bitch, ain't no way, ain't no fucking way.
So flag football, maybe. Okay, it's part of the Olympics, so it's possible that could happen. All right, I'm sure he's still been training and all that, like he shows in the videos on X and all that. I'm pretty sure he's still in good shape, even though he hasn't played football since 2016, which has been almost, 8 years ago and counting. But he says that if they just go on the owners to open up, mind you, he got paid the lawsuit, right? The whole thing about him being blackballed and him being unfairly kept out of the NFL. He took the payout. And of course, that sealed his fate for the most part of him getting back in the NFL.
What would it mean to you to play NFL again?
I mean, it's something I've trained my whole life for. So be able to step back on the field, I think that would be a major moment, major accomplishment for me. Also, I think it's something that I could bring a lot to a team and help them win a championship.
If young Metro don't trust you, I'm gonna shoot you.
No, sir. I don't believe that you can help any team win a championship at this point. The game has very much advanced. You didn't have any accolades. I looked on your Wikipedia. I looked at every other source to see if you had any other accolades besides you winning, I think, SWAC Player of the Year twice when you played college. Other than that, I think your completion percentage for your career was like 58, 59%. I mean, you weren't terrible, but you weren't elite either. So, I mean, you had flash in the pan just like any other quarterback, that was mid-level. Okay, you had moments where you're great, you had moments where you were terrible, okay? And yes, your good moments did outweigh your bad, but you weren't elite, okay? You were like above average for the most part. So what are you going to bring to the table besides being a backup for somebody else? You're not a starter at this point in your career, if you was to come back now, you definitely would be a starter. You'd be a backup at best. You could help carry somebody for a couple games. Anyway, I'm talking too much. This video right here from Sky News leads me into the next article I want to talk about. All right, so give me a second. I got to remove the banner, so stay right there. For just $5 a month, please consider becoming a member of Welcome to Normieville. There you will find access to members-only videos and members-only live streams, as well as a host of other perks. Thank you for your consideration. Back to the video. Okay, this brings me to the next article in question, the next piece of evidence here. Jim Harbaugh wants to hire Colin Kaepernick for Chargers staff.
Enemy spotted.
Jim Harbaugh in the offseason wanted to hire Colin Kaepernick, I believe, to be a quarterback coach. And Colin Kaepernick never got back with Jim Harbaugh. Okay? Says here, Los Angeles Chargers, Coach Jim Harbaugh wanted to give Colin Kaepernick a job on his coaching staff, but not his roster. Quote, if that was ever the path he was to take, I think that would be tremendous, Harbaugh told USA Today Sports. He'd be a tremendous coach if that's the path he chose. Harbaugh said he reached out to Kaepernick shortly after he took over the Chargers in January.
Enemy spotted.
About joining him in Los Angeles in a non-play capacity. Now, if Colin Kaepernick, knowing he's 8 years past his prime, wanted to get back in the NFL, if he was genuine about being in the NFL, now I know he wants to probably play, but for me, I'm 8 years out. I still want to be next to the team. I want to be next to the action. I want to be next to the spirit of the game. I can still be a coach. That way I can still be on the sideline. I can still feel like I'm a part of the game, right? And maybe maybe there could be an entrance somehow to me to get back on the field. Maybe, right? Now, at this point, you have to take what you can get, I think. Jim Harbaugh, one of the newest coaches in the NFL, which he does have history with the league. He's a good winning coach. He has pedigree, okay? He has a history, a good history. Jim Harbaugh could possibly help you get back in if you get your foot in the door being a coach. Wouldn't that be awesome, right? Yeah, we talked a little bit about it, Harbaugh told USA Today Sports at training camp last week. He considering it. He was out of the country. He said he was going to get back to me. We haven't connected since then. That was early in the year. Now, he said that was in January. What month is it now? August? Kaepernick has yet to get back with him yet. Okay? See it? That was earlier in the year. Kaepernick, 36, played for Harbaugh when he coached the San Francisco 49ers from 2011 to 2014. He's been out of the league since 2016, but recently reinstated his desire to resume a playing career. He's done that for like the last 3 years. You saw the video. He's still training, still pushing, blah, 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 blah. Okay? Here we go. Kaepernick reached an undisclosed settlement with the NFL in 2019 after arguing that the owners had colluded to keep him out of the league, essentially blackballing him after he began kneeling during the national anthem to protest police brutality and racial injustice. All right? So, they went to a Super Bowl, they lost to the Ravens, and that was the end of his career. Okay? Now, this leads me to my last piece of evidence that Colin Kaepernick will still not be in the league and probably will never be at 8 years out. Here we go.
Whoa. Here I come. Oh, here I come.
Jim Harbaugh, Colin Kaepernick won't coach Chargers this year. I mean, is that really be a big surprise? Is that really a surprise? I think not. All right. El Segundo, California. If Colin Kaepernick wants to join the Los Angeles Chargers, it will not be until next year at the earliest. And it won't be as a member of Jim Harbaugh's coaching staff. I love him, but he's not going to be on the coaching staff, which is set for this year. And he's not going to be playing on the roster either, Harbaugh said after Thursday's practice. Harbaugh, who coached Kaepernick with San Francisco, we already know about that, reached out to Kaepernick about joining the Chargers staff shortly after being named coach on January 24th. Again, it is now August. Kaepernick never reached back out to him. Harbaugh said on Thursday that it wasn't the first time he has touched base with Kaepernick about coaching, and that he mentioned it a couple times when he was a coach at Michigan. So you see there, Jim Harbaugh has actually reached out to Colin Kaepernick on several occasions to help him be part of his coaching staff at Michigan and now with the Chargers. Colin Kaepernick has yet to reach out to this man. Colin Kaepernick has had a chance to get back in the NFL before as a player. Remember all that workout he had when he changed the venue and all this stuff? He only wanted certain reporters and all that kind of BS he had going on. Made it pretty much a sham. And now we find out Harbaugh actually had your back to get in the NFL as a coach or be on the coaching staff, and you still refused.
Bitch, ain't no way. Ain't no fucking way.
Well, I'm not going to say you refused, but your silence says a lot. You understand what I'm saying? Your lack of response shows that, well, that's not what you want to do, and that's fine. But then don't come back and say, well, I want to get back in the NFL when you've had chances. And I'm sure you want to do it specifically as a player, but again, like I said, in my opinion, if you really want to get back in, you will use these opportunities to get your foot in the door. Cool, I have thought about that for a long time. Just the respect that I have for the football mind he has and the football man that he is, said Harbaugh when asked what made him believe Kaepernick would make a good coach. Al Davis saw something in me that made him think I would be a good coach, and I see those same qualities in Colin if it's something he chooses. Kaepernick, who turns 37 on November 3rd, has not played in the NFL since January 1st of 2017. After he began kneeling on the sideline at games during the national anthem to protest social injustice and police brutality. Okay. We all know what Kaepernick said during the video and all that stuff. And so, like I said, I will leave a link to all these articles in the description box. But you see there, essentially, Jim Harbaugh has offered him a coaching spot. Colin Kaepernick also had chances to be a quarterback. He had workouts in which they failed miserably, in my opinion, due to Colin Kaepernick's own fault, his own trying to make it a circus or make it more about him than actually just doing the workout and trying to get on. So I do not feel sorry for Colin Kaepernick. Most people also do not. Now, mind you, also took the payout for millions of dollars in 2019. So, Colin Kaepernick, please stop telling the media that you want to get back in the NFL. People like Terrell Owens and others also want to get back in. They're also over the hill. They probably don't have a chance, and they're older than you. So, you had your chance multiple times in multiple aspects or multiple roles to get back in the NFL. You have squandered all those chances, okay? Stop it. Continue to be activists. Keep your body right, because being healthy is great as a man, as an athlete. Keep your body in shape. But your aspirations to be in the NFL, my friend, is over. Okay? It's fucking over. All right? And with that being said, thank you for attending another episode of Normieville. You know me, I'm just Normie, here to bring you the latest and greatest in sports news, entertainment, and politics. Let me know what you think about this washed up individual named Colin Kaepernick and all of his opportunities to get back in the NFL that he refused or messed up on his own volition. Or if you don't think that, let me know down in the comment section. And please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and the notification bell on your way out of the door. And I will see you on the next video.